Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Chassity. We read a lot of books, we do a lot of things. It's kind of the whole shtick, and this week is no different. If you go to my FABLE app, or you had gone to my Goodreads when I was keeping up with that, you'll notice that I normally have between 5 and 12 books open at any given time because I get distracted, or I lose the book, or I lose the plot. But I don't want to DNF them. I want to finish them. I just don't get around to it very quickly. So this week, we're going to see what we can do to change that and see how many of these books I can finish by the end of the week. I'm going to pat myself on the back just a little bit and say I was able to finish one of them last night. No, I don't have any footage of it, but we can mark Good Spirits by B.K. Borison off of that list and officially claim it as finished. This was a Christmas time read for my book club that I didn't finish before book club, about a woman who is visited by the ghost of Christmas past, only to find that their stories are intertwined. I gave it a 3.5, 3.75, something like that. It was very cute. Better suited for Christmas time, but you win some, you lose some. So if you're wondering, Chassity, what books are open on your FABLE right now? These books: The Odyssey by Homer, Judge's Mercy by Misty Walker, Ring by Koji Suzuki, Priest by Sierra Simone, Godkiller by Hannah Kaner, The Alphabet House by Jussi Adler-Olsen, and Circe by Madeline Miller. Wow, that's really heavy. But I am on a mission to reclaim all of my bookmarks and empty my currently reading tab on FABLE. So that's what we are going to do this week. I'm going to try my best to get through as many of these as I can, and I'm going to bring you guys along the best that I know how. So let's start reading. Okay, guys, so I was able to finish one book today. I was hoping for two, but I'll take what I can get. I was able to finish The Alphabet House by Jussi Adler-Olsen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this book took me 6 years to finish. I purchased and started this book when I moved here, and I just kept coming back to it, but never finishing it. The Alphabet House is about two English pilots who end up crashing a plane behind enemy lines during World War II. They, by happenstance, end up jumping onto a rail car that is full of soldiers who are on their way to a sanatorium. They've all kind of lost their mind and have a little bit of psychosis. So they take the spot of two men who, if I remember right, died on the train, assume their identities, and pretend to be insane to try to survive and escape, only to find out they're not the only ones who are pretending at the sanatorium. There is a daring escape where only one of the Englishmen actually make it out. And then we jump, I believe, 30 years into the future, and he is on a mission to find his best friend that he left behind enemy lines. He can't believe that he's gone, and he has decided now is the time to find him. So we follow this Englishman all over Germany as he is looking for his best friend who he lost in battle, only to come face to face with some familiar characters. Unfortunately, historical fiction is not one that I gravitate towards often, and not one that I find myself enjoying as much as other things. I did really like this book and have, in fact, recommended it to a friend today who I think that it would be much more up their alley. I give The Alphabet House a 2.75 stars on FABLE, not because I don't think it wasn't good, it just wasn't for me. I am still really proud that I read this. This was kind of a high thought book in my opinion. I struggled with some of the German words, I won't lie to you, but overall the story was very heartfelt. It was very daring. It was very sweet at moments and thrilling in others. It was a fun ride. Do I think I'm going to read it again? No. That being said, I'm going to call this book 2. I was able to reclaim another one of my bookmarks. And so we're going to be able to put this officially on our shelf as read. It is my bedtime, but tomorrow I'm going to be finishing up Circe. I think I'm about halfway through that one as well. So that'll probably be most of my day tomorrow. Okay, so I did read yesterday and today, so let's talk about the books that I finished. Circe by Madeline Miller. I was able to put the final tack in that. I was able to finish it. I did find myself really enjoying this. I remember enjoying this when I started it. It was just a little more like highbrow fantasy because it's all mythology, which sometimes takes me an extra minute or two. But I think I gave this one like a 3 or a 3.5. I loved learning like the history of Circe and how she was connected to Odysseus. I loved hearing kind of like the goddess's side of that whole thing because, again, one of the books that is on my TBR is The Odyssey by Homer, right? Didn't really expect the ending to go that way, but it was a fun time, and I'm glad that I did read it. So, God Killer by Hannah Kaner. I did have to DNF this book. I had really high hopes for God Killer, it being about this girl who, as a child, her house is attacked and her father decides to try to sacrifice her to the gods to gain favor and to survive this attack, only for her to grow up and become someone who literally hunts and kills gods. I was excited about this concept and this storyline. I just wasn't having fun. I felt like it was dragging. I didn't connect with any of the characters. It felt too wordy. It was a lot of telling and not showing. I wanted more because it seems like it would be a really quick read, and in fact, it is not. So I did officially DNF God Killer by Hannah Kaner. That brings me to today. It is Wednesday, and I started this on Monday. So what I was able to finish today was Priest by Sierra Simone. Mom, this is 5 peppers. You wouldn't like it. I loved it. I thought it was super good. It was kind of a palate cleanser from all of these big brainy kind of books. I read a historical fiction, a mythology retelling. I read I finished a Christmas book Sunday night. It was just a nice palate cleanser. Very much like didn't have to think, was just here for the vibes. Had such a fun time with this book. As simply as I could put it, it's about a priest who falls in love with a stripper and finds God not only in celibacy, but also in loving another person. I think that they tackled religion really well and purity culture really well. I think that the conversation around trauma in church versus the people who are actively trying to clean that up was really well. I just thought it was a fun time. Here's one that's gonna make me, I have mixed emotions about this next one because none of the rest of the books that are on my physical TBR that I'm currently in the middle of have audiobooks. So, The Odyssey by Homer. I think that I'm going to soft DNF this for now. I do want to come back to it, but maybe at a different time. I think I just need to put this back on my shelf and let it live there for a while. You know what I mean? So I am going to soft DNF The Odyssey by Homer. So with all of that information, because I know it was a lot, let's look at what's currently on my currently reading. Okay. So Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut is my pull read. It doesn't really count for what's going on. I typically have a classic or a literary fiction of some sort that is just my pool and beach read. Once There Were Wolves is my Kindle gym book. Also doesn't count. I'm reading it for a very specific purpose. So what I still have remaining is Judge's Mercy, Sons of Hubris, Reno, Nevada, number 3, which is a biker dark romance from one of my favorite authors, Misty Walker. All of the books I've read by her, I have absolutely enjoyed. They're very much insta-lovey, not a lot of brain power. You're just kind of here for a good time books. Ring by Koji Suzuki, which I tried so hard to find an English translation audiobook that I could start today at work. And all of the audiobooks I could find are in Japanese, which makes me so sad. Oh, and then The Odyssey. So we're going to move from currently reading to want to read save. So I only technically have 2 more books for this week. Now, I'm so tired. I have been fighting a nap for hours. I'm so sleepy. I'm going to take the afternoon off from reading and go sit on the couch and possibly sleep. Okay? Okay, guys, a couple of things. First of all, I was able to finish one more book. We finished Judge's Mercy by Misty Walker. So let's talk about that first. What can I say about Judge's Mercy? This is a spicy biker romance where the priest of this particular biker gang falls in love with a very broken, very damaged ex-sex worker who is also the twin to one of the girls from Lucky's Revenge, an earlier book in the same series. There was a lot of trauma. There was a lot of conversations around assault. There was a lot of killing. Still had a good time. I think I give it a 3.75. I had a really good time. I read almost the entire thing yesterday. I think I started at page 30, and it's a 380 page book. Read the whole thing yesterday. I was up until 4 o'clock in the morning reading it because one, I could not put it down. I wanted to know what happened next. But also, you might be wondering why we're outside in my pajamas. And that is because my AC is out currently. And this is the only place that has a breeze. I did just get off the phone with the apartment complex. I did cry, but their office is closed. So I don't think I'm going to get any assistance until tomorrow. When you're seeing this, hopefully my air conditioner is back up and running. But that was another reason I was up all night reading. Couldn't sleep because I was just sticky. So we read a ton of books, in my opinion. We finished Good Spirits, The Alphabet House, Circe. We did DNF God Killer. We finished Priest and Judge's Mercy. And I also finished another book that is for something different. So truly, I only have one unfinished currently reading on my FABLE. So I'm gonna call this a win. I think we did an incredible job. Thank you guys for coming along with me. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope you had a good time watching me read. And I'm gonna go see if I can't buy some box fans. If you haven't already and you want to see more adventures like this, you should go ahead and like the video. If you have a series or an idea that you want to see me do or try to read, go ahead and leave a comment. If you aren't already, you should probably subscribe. And while you're there, hit the little bell icon. You'll be notified every time that I post, which is Mondays at noon. And I'll see you in the acknowledgements. Bye.